morning, everyone. Wanted to get this update to you guys as fast as possible. I have my coffee in hand, ready to tell you guys who won the veto, as well as the drama, alliances, everything that's going on right now in the house. So Nicole A was telling Day that she saw Ian wink and smile to Janelle when he was chosen to play in the veto. She's really losing it. I highly doubt that happened. She's just imagining things. Her brain is being brainwashed against Janelle. Danny, again, was fishing for info. I feel like she does this multiple times a day. I was praising her game in a previous video, saying that she's in a really good position. But as of late, things have switched on her. They are realizing that she is sneaky and conniving. So she was trying to get info out of Ian, trying to see where his head is at, and he would respond eloquently with, "I think we are on the same page." She was trying to see how he is with Janelle and Nicole F. He downplayed it heavily. He said that him and Nicole F are cool outside of the house. They went for drinks once. He was saying that he thought that him and Janelle would work together, but Janelle never approached him. She doesn't really talk to him, and they don't really have anything going on. But yeah, he thought they would have had something too, since they're on the same season. Talk switched to BB luggage, and Ian said that he was carrying around the luggage after the show on airplanes, and Danny and Nicole F were laughing at him and poking fun at him and saying that's so embarrassing. It was all in good fun, you know, but I found it so funny that Tyler told Nicole A that everybody is too scared to even ask Memphis to use his bathroom. So usually HOHs leave their room open or easily accessible, so if people want to shower, use the bathroom, they can. Memphis is the old dude in the house that's like, nah, that's my space, guys. Janelle did, however, shower in his bathroom. Janelle doesn't care. She would ask for it. So apparently it was a really hot day over there, and they had to push the veto back a lot. That's why it happened so late. So there's been a lot of talk about throwing Nicole F on the block as a backdoor. Nicole F is aware of this. Ian spoke to her about it. You know, I think the difficult part would be to obviously get her on the block. I think if she goes on the block, things have changed enough where they will go through with it. Day would go through with it, Tyler would go through with it, Bay, obviously. I think they'd have to bring up a really good reason for Memphis to do it. Like, hey Memphis, your name has been in Nicole F's mouth. She's been talking about getting you out next week because you want to target her and you want to target Ian. Whatever. That's just an example. Davon brought this up to Danny that, hey, okay, so if they take off Nicole A and they put up Nicole F and she's next to David, what do we do? And Danny, instead of saying, let's see if this happens, when this happens, let's see when we get there, blah, 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 very safe response, Danny immediately goes, we get rid of David. And that already sends red flags to Day. I actually saw some tension between Bay and Danny. It could just be like nothing serious. It could just be little spats. You know, when you're living with somebody, with all these people 24/7, they get on your nerves. Bay had her clothes on the bed, and Danny made a comment like, I would sit here if I could. She was already there and like touching her stuff. Bay picked it up and said, don't talk about me like that, whatever, you know. So there is some type of little tension rising. Like, I'm ready for a blow up from anyone in this house. You can see that there are multiple strained relationships, and that happens a lot when there is such a huge alliance in the house and there's a lot of big personalities. So got to see Ian's punishment. Apparently he has to act out these scenes in various costumes. He had like alien heads. It was really funny, and he could pull in people to play along in some scenes with him. I think Day did one with him. I would love for Ian to work with Day and Bay. I know Day has said since Ian's a winner, that's an easy target, which I can't not agree with that. I think that is completely valid. I think the winners have a huge target on their back. Kaser has tried to pull in Bay and Day talked about the alliance in the house, Cody, Tyler, Danny, Nicole F. So hopefully this week we see something along the lines of that solidified. Finally, I think it was close to 1 a.m. over there. They played for the veto and Memphis actually won. The grandpa won. So that means he probably napped before, because I think he was very upset that it was so late. Apparently it was an endurance comp tailored towards people that are bigger. Apparently Nicole A, Nicole F went out very early. It wasn't tailored towards women and people with a smaller frame. Nicole F was talking to Danny and she said that she is annoyed that her name keeps being brought up. And I'm like, girl, you're a previous winner. Like, you should understand that your name's being brought up. Plus, she has brought up other names, you know. She's specifically talking about Janelle, and Janelle has it out for her, Janelle this, Janelle that. When obviously Nicole F had it out for Janelle first. She wanted her out that first week and started crying when she wasn't getting her way. Danny, being the little instigator that she is, told Nicole F, I'd be annoyed too if I invited someone to my wedding and they were treating me like this. It's just like that little dig. And yeah, Nicole F invited Janelle to her wedding. So now she's like, why is she treating me like this? I invited her to my wedding. So Day was talking to Bay, and it looks like things are going pretty well for them to flip on that side of the house. She was saying that Tyler wants to make a big group and not include Danny because he doesn't trust her. She's very schemy, and Day has realized that a lot of the things that Kaysar has told her have checked out. Bay and Day were thinking back at all the times they told Danny stuff, and let's say it's about Cody or let's say it's about Nicole Franzel, then that person would come up to them after and be like referencing something that they said to Danny. So basically they know that everything that they tell Danny, she tells to other people. They mention getting Nicole F out. So I'm really interested to see where this all leads. Kaysar actually did approach Christmas about forming this alliance with her, and she ran back to Nicole F and told her, she said that she doesn't want to play two sides. She wants to play a loyal game. I do think Christmas plays a very, very loyal game, considering that she was basically Paul's right-hand man on her season. So only time will tell. I will update you on whatever else I hear. But for right now, that is all I have. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Memphis will use the power of veto? Do you think that they will get Franzel out this week? Let me know. And don't forget to like and subscribe. More BB content coming your way. Cheers.